Hi, Steve here with digitalphotographygear.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Canon 5D Mark II Digital SLR. I'm just going to go over some of its physical features, talk about its image quality and performance a little bit, and just give you an idea of why I like this camera and what I use it for. So when you first buy the 5D Mark II, you're going to get, of course, the camera body itself. They also give you one LP E6 battery. They give you the corresponding battery charger, some AV cables, USB interface cable, a little Canon neck strap, and also some software, and of course the instruction booklet as well. So, and of course the lens body cap also. So the 5D Mark II is the successor to the original Canon 5D, which was really the first affordable full-frame digital SLR that was available. This has a full-frame CMOS sensor. It's 21.1 megapixels compared to the original 5D's 12.8 megapixels. It has a higher dynamic range and higher ISO capability as well, so definitely a big improvement over the original 5D in terms of image quality. It has Canon's EF mount, which is compatible with all of their EF lenses. It will not fit the EF-S lenses. Those are specially designed for APS-C sensors. But the full-frame sensor is nice because it allows you to... well, first of all, there's no math or conversion involved when you're using EF lenses, because it's the same size as a 35mm film as opposed to, let's say, an APS-C sensor, which is has a crop factor of 1.6. So you have to basically convert your 100mm lens becomes the field of view of a 160mm lens when using a smaller sensor like that. But on a full frame, 100mm remains 100mm, 35 remains 35, and so on. So it's really nice. Just image quality, has the high dynamic range, high ISO capability of full frame. So it's great in low light. Nice clean images come out of it even when you're shooting at ISO 3200 or thereabouts. ISO range for the Mark II is 100 to 6400, and you can even go as high as 25,600 if you go into the ISO expansion mode. It also shoots full 1080p high-definition video, which is definitely a big plus for a lot of users. I personally don't shoot a lot of video. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer, so I just do still photography, but I have shot a couple of videos, and in fact a couple of my lens reviews have been shot on the Mark II here. So it's definitely really nice that they put the video mode built right into here. I know several television shows and even movies, I believe, have been shot with the 5D Mark II. So definitely a good quality video there. They also have right underneath these little rubber flaps on the side here, you have an external microphone port and also an HDMI out port. So yeah, right on the bottom here you have external mic, and then up here you have remote shutter and your PC sync port. And on the other side is the HDMI out. It's a little mini HDMI port. You have a USB interface port and an AV out port as well. On the back of the camera here, on the back you have a really nice, it's a 3-inch LCD screen, which is really nice when you're out shooting, you don't have your computer with you and you want to review your images. This screen here does a really good job, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see when it's on like this, but yeah, it's really nice. It's definitely big enough, certainly bright enough, and definitely sharp enough as well. And on this side you have a few buttons just for like image review, erase, and a couple buttons for various menu features. And up here you have your live view button, so you can shoot in live view mode. I don't know if you can see, But yeah, it has live view shooting, which is nice. And over here you have a little selection wheel, four-way little joystick here, on-off switch, and a couple other buttons here for for various features like autofocus and whatnot. On the top you have an LCD screen, which is nice for reviewing your settings on the fly. It shows your aperture, your shutter speed, your ISO, your what quality image you're shooting, whether it's RAW or JPEG. It shows your autofocus mode, your drive mode, and battery life, things like that. And it's also backlit as well, so you can read it in low light. There's just a little button here to turn on the backlight. And on this side, you have your little hatch for a compact flash card. It takes all compact flash cards. It's really nice. It's weather sealed a little bit, so it yeah, just clicks right into place there, and it's pretty easy. And on the bottom, you have your battery door, and that's where the battery goes, just like that. A few things about the 5D Mark II that I really like is improved over the original 5D is also the battery. So the battery sends information to the camera, so you can review your battery life, its recharge performance. Yeah, you can see exactly how much battery life you have left. I believe I can show you right now, actually, if you can see it. I have 14% battery life left, and it even has it says 360 photos have been taken with this battery. So that's definitely handy information to have. There's no guessing based on do you have like 3 bars out of 4 bars, things like that is really nice. Also really nice is the adjustments can be made in 1/3 stop increments. Your aperture, your shutter speed, and your ISO, you can adjust everything in 1/3 stop increments, so you can really fine-tune your adjustments to get exactly how you like it. So, like I said, I do weddings and portraits mostly, so the image quality is definitely top-notch with this camera. Great dynamic range and nice clean images at higher ISOs. One thing I'm not too crazy about with the 5D Mark II is its autofocus system. It's pretty much the same autofocus system that was in the original 5D, and it replaced the 5D around 3 years ago. So the autofocus system is definitely getting a little dated and a little old. If you're shooting sports or fast-moving wildlife or other things that have a fast-moving subject, I would definitely, the 5D would not be my first choice because the AF system doesn't have, it's not as advanced as the 1D or 7D autofocus system. So that's one of the drawbacks of this camera. But for the most part, I really like it just because in my line of work there aren't a lot of fast-moving subjects. It's more about image quality is what my main concern is. So I do have one accessory that I just want to show you real quick. This is the Canon BG-E6 battery grip. I put battery grips on all my cameras, and I'll tell you why. First of all is because it holds 2 batteries instead of 1, so it basically doubles your battery life, and it just fits in right here where the battery would go and screws right into your tripod mount hole on the bottom of your camera. And one of the reasons why I like it so much is because it gives you these vertical controls here. So if you're shooting in portrait mode, instead of having your hand up here and you're kind of shooting with your arm out on the side there, you can use the vertical controls here and keep it more comfortable, and it just gives the camera more surface area to really grab onto. So it's definitely a nice accessory. I have it on all my cameras, and it's definitely one of the first things that I purchase when I buy a new camera. So it's just something handy that I really like, and I just wanted to show it to you. So so yeah, but overall I'm very pleased with the 5D Mark II. There are rumors of a 5D Mark III coming out very soon, so I'm excited to see what that has in store, but for now, depending on how much it sells for, I'm just going to hold on to my Mark II. So thanks for watching, and join me next time when I review some more gear and talk about some more photo subjects on digitalphotographygear.com.